everybody, welcome to the first vlog installment of Young Adult Voices of the West Ohio Conference. My name is Kathryn McCarty and I am a summer intern here with the West Ohio Conference of the United Methodist Church, and I'm so excited to bring you along on my 4th of July today. Now today I'll be bringing you to a protest here in Hilliard for Black Lives Matter. I'll also be making a new poster, and basically we'll just have a little conversation about why this is so important to me. After the protest, we'll be coming back to my house and we'll be having s'mores and fireworks and just enjoying the rest of our 4th of July together. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. All right, let's get to it. So the first thing I did was make this new sign. I have a couple already in my car, but I got this idea which centered around Breonna Taylor and figured the 4th was the best time to share it. For those of you who don't know Breonna Taylor's story, I recommend that you look her up. She was a 26-year-old woman from Louisville, Kentucky, who was shot and killed in her home when non-uniformed officers entered her home to search for a suspect who was already in police custody. Her boyfriend, believing that someone was breaking in, shot his legal firearm at the floor. In response, the officers began shooting and killed Breonna Taylor in her sleep. There is more to this situation, so please search for her story. The 3 officers, Brett Hankinson, Miles Cosgrove, and Jonathan Mattingly, have yet to be arrested for her murder. Her name is no longer trending on social media, but she has not received justice, and we cannot forget. Now that we got that done, I have to go bring something back to Target, return it, so I guess you're coming with me. Let's go on a 4th of July Target trip. That was a successful Target trip. I'm going to stop for some food on the way home from Wendy's, and then I will check in with you when I'm back at home. All right, and I am home. I stopped and got some Wendy's on the way, and it is about 3:15 now. So I just wanted to take a moment and kind of talk to you all about, the state of our world and my journey with questioning my privilege. So Black Lives Matter has been around for a while, and I really didn't start getting involved until this year. And that is because, per my article, I just began the process of dissecting my privilege. With the pandemic, I had to realize that the precautions I was taking weren't necessarily to protect me from the virus, but to protect those around me from myself. I had to figure out that it's my privilege to be young, and it's my privilege to be healthy. And because of that, it is my duty to protect those who aren't as privileged. So I had already begun asking those tough questions of what is in my life, what am I doing, and how is that reflecting my privilege? And so when I saw the atrocities of what happened to George Floyd, I knew that it was time for me to step up and use my voice as a privileged young woman in this country. I decided it was time to use my voice in protest instead of just sitting idly by thinking, what can I do, as I had for so many years. I knew what I could do. I could speak up. I could try to make people listen. So that's what I've been doing. Now, protesting isn't for everyone, so please don't hear this and think that if you're not protesting, you're somehow this horrible person, because you're not. Everyone has their own lane in how to speak up for social justice. But I want each and every one of you to know that it's okay wherever you are. I just began to ask the questions when the pandemic hit. Where does my privilege lie? What does that privilege allow me to do? And how can I use that to raise up the voices of those who do not have it? If you are just starting to ask that question, any of those questions, you are not alone. We, as young adults in this country, are the future. Because it's young adult voices of the West Ohio Conference, we want to know how you are feeling and what questions you've been asking yourself. Feel free to reach out to us on any of our social media platforms. We have a Facebook group, we have a Twitter handle, and then here on YouTube. So please let us know, reach out. And I'm going to be getting ready for the protest, so I'll check back in with you right before we go. All right, we got the sign in the car. We are ready to go. All right, it is about 7:15 and about to storm, so that is it for protesting for me today. We're gonna head back and have some, hot dogs and hamburgers, a good grill out, and maybe some s'mores if this storm holds off. All right, we are back. It is about 9 o'clock, and it started raining, so it doesn't look like we'll be able to do s'mores tonight. We're probably going to cuddle up and watch a movie as a family. So thank you so much for coming along with me today. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you also hit the bell icon so that you get notified every single time we upload. Be sure to check us out on Twitter and on our Facebook page, Young Adult Voices of the West Ohio Conference. It's been a pleasure to bring you along on my day today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.